of my reading the pineapple as a symbol of hospitality. The pineapple has been a symbol of hospitality since the days of the early American colonies. The legend began with the sea captain of New England, who sailed among a Caribbean island and returned to the colony bearing their cargo of fruits, spice, and rum. According to the legend, the captain would spire a pineapple on a friend's porch outside his home to let his friend know of his safe return from sea. The pineapple was an invitation for them to visit, share his food and drink, and listen to title of his voyage. As a tradition group, colonel innkeepers adore the pineapple to their sings and advertisement, and best carved in the shape of a pineapple were common sight and in across New England. The legend has continued to the present and frequently one sees the pineapple symbol in hotels and restaurants to signal the presence of hospitality. The pineapple has been a symbol of hospitality since the days of the early American colonies. The legend began with the sea captain of New England, who sailed among the Caribbean islands and returned to the colonies bearing their cargo of fruits, spice, and rum. According to the legend, the captain would spire the pineapple on the fence post outside his home to let his friend know of his safe return from sea. The pineapple was the invitation for them to visit, share his food and drink, and listen to tell of his voyage. As the tradition grew, colony innkeepers adopted pineapple to their sing and advertisement, and bedposts carved in the shell of the pineapple were a common sight in Andean across New England. The legend has continued to the present and frequently one sees the pineapple symbol in hotels and restaurants to signal the presence of hospitality. The pineapple has been a symbol of hospitality since the days of the early American colonies. The legend began with the sea captain of New England who sailed among the Caribbean islands and returned to the colonies bearing their cargo of fruits, spice, and rum. According to the legend, the captain would spire a pineapple on the fence post outside his home to let his friend know of his safe return from sea. The pineapple was an invitation for them to visit, share his food and drink, and listen to tell of his voyage. As a tradition group, colony innkeepers adore the pineapple to their sings and advertisement, and bedposts carved in the shell of a pineapple were a common sight and in inns across New England. The legend has continued to the present and frequently one sees the pineapple symbol in hotels and restaurants to signal the presence of hospitality. The pineapple has been the symbol of hospitality since the days of the early American colony. The legend has been with the sea captain of New England who sailed among the Caribbean islands and returned to the colonies bearing their cargo of fruits, spice, and rum. According to the legend, the captain was spy a pineapple on the fence post outside his home to let his friend know of his safe return from sea. The pineapple was an invitation for them to visit, share his food and drink, and listen to the tale of his voyage. As a tradition group, currently innkeepers the pineapple to his side and advertisement and bedposts covered in the shell of a pineapple were a common sight and is across New England. The legend has continued to the present and frequently one sees the pineapple symbol in hotels and restaurants to signal the presence of hospitality. The pineapple has been a symbol of hospitality since the days of the early American colonists. The legend began with the sea captain of New England who sailed among the Caribbean islands and returned to the colonies bearing their cargo of fruits, spices, and rum. According to the legend, the captain would spy a pineapple on the fence post outside his home to let his friends know of his safe return from sea. The pineapple was an invitation for them to visit, share his food and drink, and listen to tell of his voyage. As a tradition group, Colonel innkeepers ordered the pineapple to his sign and advertisement and bedposts carved in the shape of the pineapple were a common sight across New England. The legend has continued to the presence and frequency one since the pineapple symbol in hotels and restaurants to signal the presence of hospitality. The pineapple has been a symbol of hospitality since the days of the early American colonists. The legend begins with the sea captain of New England, who sailed among the Caribbean islands and returned to the colony, bearing their cargo of fruits, spices, and rum. According to the legend, the captain was by a pineapple on a fence post outside his home to let his friends know of his safe return from sea. The pineapple was an invitation for them to visit, share his food and drink, and listen to tell of his voyage. As the tradition grew, Colonel innkeepers added the pineapple to his singles advertisement and bedposts carved in the shape of a pineapple were a common sight across New England. The legend has continued to the present and frequently one sees the pineapple symbol in hotels and restaurants to signal the presence of hospitality. The pineapple has been a symbol of hospitality since the days of the early American colony. The legend has been a sea captain of New England, who sailed among the Caribbean islands and returned to the colonies bearing their cargo of fruits, spices, and rum. According to the legend, the captain would spy a pineapple on a fence post outside his home to let his friend know of his safe return from sea. The pineapple has an invitation for them to visit, share his food and drink, and listen to tell of his voyage. As the tradition grew, colony innkeepers added the pineapple to their signs and advertisement, and bedposts carved in the shape of a pineapple were a common sight across New England. The legend has continued to represent and frequently once since the pineapple symbol in hotels and restaurants to signal the presence of hospitality. The pineapple has been the symbol of hospitality since the day of the early American colony. The legend began with the sea captain of New England who sailed among the Caribbean islands and returned to the colonies bearing their cargo of fruits, spices, and rum. According to the legend, the captain would spy a pineapple on the French porch outside his home to let his friends know of his safe return from sea. The pineapple was an invitation for them to visit, share his food and drink, and listen to the title of his voyage. As the tradition group colony innkeepers the pineapple to their scene and advertisement and papers carved in a shape of a pineapple were commonly staying in across New England. The legend has continued to present and frequently one since the pineapple symbol in hotels and restaurants to signal a presence of hospitality. The pineapple has been a symbol of hospitality since the days of the early American colony. The legend begins the Sims, captain of New England, who sailed among the Caribbean islands and returned to the colonies bearing their cargo of fruits, spices, and rum. According to the legend, the captain would spy a pineapple on the French porch outside his home to let his friend know of his safe return from sea. The pineapple was an invitation for them to visit, share his food and drink, and listen to tell of his voyage. As the tradition grew, colonial keepers advertised a pineapple to his sing and advertisement and post cover in the shape of the pineapple were coming sign and India across New England. The legend has continued to represent and frequently one sees the pineapple symbol in hotels and restaurants to signal the presence of hospitality.